talk to us about the challenge of potential competing interests.
Yeah, I think misalignment and competing interests is a huge challenge for the content owner. And this is something that the content manager and the content owner share in common, I think, because they're both working so cross-departmentally that it's very common that there's some misalignment or competing priorities. I think sales and marketing are obviously two orgs that come to my mind, and it's especially true when you have an SDR or BDR team that rolls up to marketing, and then you have an account executive team or sales executive team that rolls up to sales. And so what you have is you have people like reps or end users with common interest who are reporting to different leaderships with different KPIs, different priorities, different responsibilities. And so as a content owner, you could be serving both of those groups that have different leadership. And so what you can, and since it's your job to really be in charge of the content supply chain, it can be hard to make that decision of whose interests you are prioritizing at that time for content, or whose voice gets the final say if marketing doesn't like the sales messaging, but salespeople don't like the marketing messaging, like who's the tiebreaker there. And this is something that the content owner really has to solve so that everybody down the line has direction, otherwise it can stall. Another thing too is that the work is never done for the content owner, and I think especially when the content owner, the function is carried out by someone, and this is typically true, it's with someone that's not their primary job. I think they can get very, very overworked, and some of these things can start to slide, which then affects the whole org. So being overworked, needing supportive headcount, I mean, that's something we see especially at enterprise orgs. That's really common. So advocating for headcount, I think, I know we're going to get into how leadership can support this function, but I think, understanding when new headcount is needed is very, very important. And this is the person that's going to know first.